All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching another video here. We've got the Detroit Lions, and they just had a player receive just the ultimate compliment from a teammate. We're going to break down what that means. We're going to break down the injuries that we're seeing so far in practice, which is actually really, really good news. And also, we are going to talk about a couple other things. But before we do that, we got some new swag. You see it? Sports Talk Detroit right here. All right. I'll link this in the whatever below. And you can go ahead and click that. I'm sure it'll pop up at some point in the video. This exact shirt. Hey, I didn't want to promote this on the channel until I got to wear it. It's Gildan. It's pretty decent quality. Seems like it'll hold up pretty well. And hopefully it's something that you enjoy. Fits true to size for like a normal t-shirt. So this one fit me, and that makes me very happy. So anyways, hopefully if you want to support the channel, you can go ahead and buy one of these. Then you can be a walking advertisement. But that is not why you're watching this video. You're watching this video because you want to hear about the Detroit Lions. Well, I can't show you it because of copyright, but on the St. Brown podcast, Kerby Joseph went on there, and they asked him who is the best player he has ever played with. All right, who's the best player you've ever played with? And he didn't really hesitate. He immediately said Brian Branch. And in about a minute here, I'm going to give you proof as to why he's not dumb and why Brian Branch may, in fact, be the best safety in the NFL right now. And we'll also talk about why that's so crazy. But he said he believes, Kerby said, I believe I'm the best safety, but there are things that he does that I can't do. He talks about how he flies through the air. He talks about how he can play so many positions and he can play them so well. He talks about his ability to read a play and react on it faster than anything he's ever seen. And he was talking specifically also about that play against the Vikings where he just came out of nowhere for that interception, just flying in. The ball skills were absolutely remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. So he gets this high praise, and then I go and I look on PFF, which apparently changed their website. I don't like it as much, and that actually backs it up. On another podcast, Brian Branch was getting interviewed, and it was revealed to him that he is the number one graded safety in the NFL. Not only is the number one graded safety in the NFL, according to PFF, he is number one for 2 weeks in a row. I don't know if that's ever happened before. Safety is a hard position to get a phenomenal grade on in PFF, much less the highest of any defensive position. So he was like 92, 93 over the last 2 weeks. He is first in an overall grade of 91.7. He is third in a pass rush grade. He is fourth in a run defense grade for the year, and he is first in his coverage grade. Why is this so amazing? We know that Brian Branch is good. We know that he's been a PFF monster. And by the way, does PFF absolutely line up with what our eyes are seeing on the field? 100%. Yes, it does. So we're looking at all this stuff, and what we have to understand and what we have to see is it lines up. He's good. Like, he is absolutely a great safety. And what I think makes this even more impressive is that he's doing it, and it is his fifth and sixth game ever playing safety in the NFL. The fifth and sixth game, he played nickel last year. Now, he's still playing some of that, but not very often. He's a deep safety. He is doing all this from a deep safety position. Remember last year they started working him at safety? Aaron Glenn talked about this. He talked about how they were going to work him at safety, and then they felt like, oh, maybe they put a little too much on his plate, so we'll just let him continue to play nickel. And then they were talking about how in the offseason they were going to work him in at safety, but he had the foot issue, so he wasn't playing much. So I'm like, oh, he's going to be a little behind the eight ball. And Brian Branch is like, nope, not me. I'm just going to be great. And so now what I'm seeing out of Brian Branch is that the Detroit Lions have arguably the best safety, the best cover safety in the NFL, the best run safety in the NFL, the best all-around safety in the NFL. And to be able to say that, like, all right, he's moving to safety, I think it'll be good. And you're a little worried because Ifeatu Melifonu's starting the year with some Achilles thing, and he's been on IR, and we don't know if he's ever going to come back. And, oh, man, I'm nervous about the safety position. And Brian Branch is like, just relax, I'm the best. It also gives me more confidence in this coaching staff. It gives me more confidence in their ability to evaluate talent. I've seen them mess up like stack linebackers and D ends and really not understand where they need to play people. Like Houston needs to be an edge rusher. That's it. He can't drop back in coverage. Other players can. And I saw them kind of like try and fit some time. I wouldn't say a round peg in a square hole, but maybe a round peg in an oval hole. And there were times where I was worried about it. But this, again, just goes back to saying, like, nope, they know what they're doing. And it found a way to get Robertson on the field. It found a way for Branch to excel. He's an even better safety than he was a nickel corner somehow. His athleticism shows off even more on this. And the coverage skills that he learned playing nickel corner day in and day out last year absolutely helped him this year. So we have the best safety in the game. I'll say it. All right. So far this year. And I think he'll continue to be that. We talked a couple weeks back about, like, do we have the best safety tandem in the game with Kerby and Brian Branch? Now the question is, do we actually have the best safety in the game? I have some other good news for you. All right. We have only one player that's not on IR. We only have one player that missed practice, and it was Josh Paschal. And at first I was worried about that because I'm like, okay, is this whatever that arm injury was? It was really weird. Like, what did that look like? He left the game 2 or 3 times, and I'm wondering if that's it, but it's not. He's sick. Some sicknesses can linger for longer, some don't. So I can't arguably say what it is, but this is his second missed practice. So he missed Wednesday and he missed Thursday. If he's too sick to play on Sunday, I'd be very surprised. I think he'll come back from it. Hopefully he can just get his body back and get himself into good playing shape, and it's not anything that's going to keep him too weak to the point where he's not able to play. Nobody had a limited practice. So that means all these guys that had an injury designation, Taylor Decker, all right, Graham Glasgow, Frank Ragnow, Kevin Zeitler, Christian Mahogany, Levi Onwuzurike, whether it was from an injury or from rest, they're all healthy and they're fully practicing today at practice. That is such good news for in the middle of the year. And this is what we've seen in the Lions. They get hurt early on in the year. They get healthy as the year goes. Every year it seems to get healthier faster and faster. It's exactly what's happening this year. Let's hope this team continues to get healthy. And I know what a lot of you are thinking. Like, all right, we got the Titans coming up. How healthy do we need to be? This screams trap game all over it. They're coming in with, it's not going to be Will Levis, I don't think. Backup quarterback's going to be in. It's still an NFL team. It's still a good team. You got Jamison Williams in the 2-game suspension. Maybe I'll talk about that in the video tomorrow. I don't even want to get going on that right now. But there's a lot of things. So to have a good, healthy complement of players outside of the ones that we obviously know are gone, like the Hawkinsons and things like that, is really, really important to keep the guys we currently have healthy. All right, Brian Branch, best safety in the NFL. What do you think? Is he? Or are you not ready to say that yet? If he's not, who is? And beyond that, how excited are you for the health going into this week's game? Let's hope we stay healthy. Thanks for watching. Click. Don't forget to get some merch. See ya.